Good morning, everyone. So we are here. Good morning, everyone. So we are here again with a new chapter today. So I hope everyone has joined it. So let's, without any delay, you can take out your book, page number 151. Today we will cover a lesson from your book Beehive, that is a visit to Kajiranga and Sivasagar. So we are going to cover the lesson A Visit to Kajiranga and Sivasagar from your book Beehive. Okay, sound not clear. Others, can you hear my voice properly? Can you hear my voice, others? Okay, so okay, ready everyone for the class? So today we are going to start a visit to Kajiranga and Sivasagar from your book Beehive. You can take out your book, page number 151. Okay, page number 151. So today we will go, of course, not physically, but of course we will go to visit Kajiranga and Sivasagar in an imagination. Okay, not physically, but in an imagination. Okay, so let's start it. So before you read, you can see in your book it's written there. Now, do you enjoy traveling? How many of you actually enjoy traveling? Good morning, Gopi. Good morning, everyone who are all present here. Raj, Chahan, Ruth, Sanjeev, and Ansam, Rishabh, Neha. Okay, so do you love traveling? Do you enjoy traveling? I No, Rishabh says no. You don't enjoy traveling, Rishabh. Okay, Neha, she says yeah, she enjoys traveling. Okay, so we all enjoy traveling, but of course now we do not have such kind of enjoyment because of coronavirus and all, because of lockdown. Okay, so today we will travel to Kajiranga and Sivasagar. Okay, so let's see how Kajiranga and Sivasagar is. Okay, so now the writer Shrutimala Dwara, who has traveled extensively, narrates her how two children travel with their parents to a national park and also to a place of historical interest. So now here, who the writer Shrutimala Dwara, she uh, she actually traveled a lot. Okay, she has traveled a lot, and whatever the writings were, it's all the experience of traveling. Whatever experiences the writer actually gets, she just write it down. She just make it a story. Okay, so in this way her writings were all about her own experience of traveling. So here the writer tells us that two children, they are preparing for they are actually they have a vacation, and their parents are taking them to visit a national park and also to visit some historical uh, monuments of Assam. So how they enjoy it, where they actually go, what are the historical monuments they see, so we also will know about it. So do you know that there are several national parks in Assam? So of course we all know there are almost several national parks in Assam. Yeah. Here Kajiranga National Park, which spreads over the civil jurisdiction of Nagaon and Golaghat district, reaching the hills of Karbi Anglong district, is one of them. So here we will come to know, we will see that two children, they are visiting Kajiranga National Park, and this Kajiranga National Park, it spread over the civil jurisdiction of Nagaon and Golaghat district, and it reaching the hill of Karbi Anglong district, uh, and we will know about it today. It is famous, and why this Kajiranga National Park is famous? It is famous for one-horn rhinos. So now, can you name some other national park leaving Kajiranga National Park? Do you have any idea about other national parks in Assam? Just write down their name if you know about it. Can you name some other national park of Assam? Kajiranga National Park is one of them, and then after Kajiranga National Park, leaving Kajiranga National Park, can you name some other national park in Assam? No idea. National Park is there. Okay, just think it and write it down. Okay. Okay, so now have you heard of the historical town of Sivasagar? Of course, okay, Manas National Park and Namari National Park. Yeah, very good, Neha. So we have almost here heard about the historical town of Sivasagar, isn't it? So the Ahoms established their rule over Assam with the capital at Sivasagar during the early part of the 13th century. So the Ahoms established their rule over Assam with the capital of at Sivasagar during the early part of 13th century. So it is a place worth visiting, and if you actually visit Sivasagar, you can see many interesting things there, monuments there. Can you find more such historical places in Assam? Sorry. So this is for you. So as we know, Sivasagar is famous for the monuments, no, historical monuments. So now you have to find out some of the name. Uh, Leaving Sivasagar, you have to find out some other name that are actually related to historical places in Assam. Okay, so if you have any idea, you write it down. I will continue. Okay, so let's see what. Okay, okay. Today, okay, Sandesh. Today, class 10. I have actually started the proposal, so no grammar today. Maybe tomorrow there will be grammar. Okay, class 10 grammars are almost completed. We have almost completed. So you can check the playlist. If you have any doubt there, you can just email it. Okay, Sandesh? Okay, so now, so let's see what two children, how they actually plan or how their parents, they take them to the holiday to which places and all, and let's see what happens there. Okay, so now Lohit and Trisha got up early in the morning before their mother could wake them up. Usually they loved to sleep till late in the morning when they had no school. But that morning they were too excited to sleep. Their parents would be taking them to Sibsagar. On their way, they would spend a night at Kajiranga. Every year in the past, during their school holidays, their father took them to different places, sometimes outside Assam, sometimes within Assam. Assam is a unique land with tea gardens, national parks, historical monuments, and whatnot. Their father said, "You should know your own state." So now Lohit and Trisha, they got up early in the morning uh, before their mother could wake up. Every day their mother, she used to wake them up because they do not actually wake up so early in the morning, but that day it was very special. And why it was special that they got up early in the morning before the mother could wake them up? It is because usually they love to sleep till late in the morning when they had no school. Okay. Usually they what they used to do, of course, whenever we don't have school, whenever we completed our exam, what happened the next day? It's like very good time for us. All we are relaxed, no burden of studies and all. And then what we do? We just sleep late in the morning. We don't even wake up, isn't it? So similarly, Lohit and Trisha, whenever there is no school, they used to wake up very late in the morning. But that day, they wake up early. And why it was? Let's see. But that morning they were too excited to sleep. And that morning they were too excited because they can't sleep because that they are going somewhere. Their parents are taking them to visit some new places. Their parents would be taking them to Sipsagar. So their parents, they are taking them to Sipsagar. And of course, maybe whenever what happened, our parents, whenever they tell us, okay, we are going there in the holiday vacation or somewhere, if we are going, and if we know that one, what happened, the whole night we could not even sleep, like too much excited to go visit that place, we could not even sleep. Same thing happened with Lohit and Trisha. They could not sleep because they are very much happy, very much excited that next day their father is taking them to a new place. So their parents would be taking them to Sipsagar. So their parents, they are taking them to Sipsagar, and because of that reason, they are very happy and excited. Okay. On their way, they would spend the night at Kajiranga. So on their way, while as they are going to visit Sipsagar, but on the way they find Kajiranga. So they will spend a night at Kajiranga. Every year in the past, during their school holidays, their father took them to different places, sometimes outside Assam, sometimes within Assam. So every year in the past, uh, whenever they have holiday, their parents plan to visit some places to take their children to some new places. So this year also their father has planned something for the children. Every time after, whenever there is school holiday, they would visit new places. They would see new places. They get a knowledge about new places. So of course, same thing will happen this time also as there is vacation. Their parents are taking them to visit some new places. So sometimes outside Assam and sometimes within Assam. So they would be taken by their parents. Sometimes in Assam only they will visit some new places, or sometimes outside Assam. So Assam is a unique land with tea gardens, ancient temples, national parks, historical monuments, and whatnot. So now, what is Assam? What is Assam? If a question comes, what is Assam? You can of course write here. Assam is a unique land with tea gardens, ancient temples, national parks, historical monuments, and whatnot. So we can say Assam is actually a unique land, and you will actually find tea gardens in Assam. You will find ancient temples in Assam, some national parks, some historical monuments, and many things in Assam. Their father, he said, know your own state. So their father actually he believed that everyone should know their at first visiting some other places. He should know wherever you are living, you should know about that place properly, about that state wherever you are living. If we do not know anything about our place, if we do not know anything about the place where we are living, it's just valueless to go some other new places. We should know, we should collect information about our place, about the people of our area, about all the small things about our state. So last year, they had visited their uncle who lived in Tejpur. Both Lohit and Trisha enjoyed their stay there so much that they wanted to go again there. So now last year during the vacation, they had visited to their uncle's house who lived in Tejpur. And both Lohit and Trisha, they liked the place so much, they liked Tejpur so much, their uncle's house, that they want to go there again. But their father said, "This time I will take you to Sipsagar." But their father, he said that that is going to take them to Sipsagar, not to Tejpur. What's there to see in Sipsagar? Let's go to uncle's house in Tejpur instead. Lohit pleaded. Now Lohit, as he actually likes his uncle's place so much that he enjoyed so much that this time also he wants to go to Tejpur. So he actually requested his father that what is there to see in Sipsagar? Let's go to uncle's house as we will enjoy a lot. So Lohit, he requested his father. Don't you want to see a new place? You had already seen Tejpur. We will go there again someday. But this time, let me take you to Sipsagar. Their father said, "Let me tell you about the place. It was formerly known as Rangpur. It was the capital of Ahom kings from 1699 to 1788. You may see many tanks, many places, and beautiful temples of that period of time. You will love to see them." So now his father, he said that you have already gone to Tejpur, so we should go to we should go to new places. Don't you want to see new places, new things, new information? Already you have visited to Tejpur, so we will go to Tejpur again, but someday, some another day. But this time, let's go to a new places. Let's see how that new places is like. So he said that he will take them to Sipsagar. And he also tell them something about Sipsagar, that Sipsagar was formerly known as Rangpur. Before, the name of Sipsagar was Rangpur, and it was the capital of Ahom kings from 1699 to 1788. So this Rangpur was the capital of Ahom kings at the time from 1699 to 1788. It was the capital of Assam, Ahom kings. And he also says that you can see many tanks there, you can see many places there, and some beautiful temples there of that time. At that time, those things are built, but now you can see those are the historical monuments of Assam in Sipsagar. So you will love to see them. So we have to go to new places. We have to collect some information about new places. So we can go to Tejpur some other day if we want. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please write it down. Okay, don't be busy in some other work. As we are see the explanation properly. Okay, here I am explaining, and if just working doing something else, it will be just useless. So take it seriously and please see the explanation properly. Okay, listen to the explanation properly. So if you have any doubt, please write it down. So in this way, their father, Rohit and Trisha's father, he made them understand that why they should go to new places, why they should see new places. On our way, we can stay for a night at Kajiranga historical town. So now they are so happy and excited. So they grew quite excited that now they are going to see not only one place but they can see two places at a time. At, so as the day their visit dawned, Lohit and Trisha they grew quite excited. So when the day came that they are going to Kajiranga and Sivasagar, so they grew very much excited. They were very excited. They would get to see both Kajiranga. Now they are not only going to see one particular Sagar, but they will see two places, and that is what Kajiranga, which is the world-renowned national park, and also they are going to see Sagar, which is a famous historical town of Assam. The morning arrived, and they started their journey in their own car. By early afternoon, they reached Kajiranga. So as the morning arrived and their journey started on their own car, that they were going by their own car. So by early afternoon, they reached Kajiranga. So they reached Kajiranga early afternoon. Wake up! Their mother called. We have arrived. So the mother of Trisha and Lohit, she waked up because they had already fallen asleep in the car. So they said, okay, wake up. We have arrived to Kajiranga. We have reached Kajiranga. So wake up. Their mother called out. We have arrived. Lohit and Trisha, who had fallen asleep on the back seat of the car, woke up. And Lohit and Trisha, as they were sitting on the back of seat of the car, they just woke up and they heard that okay, Kajiranga has arrived. They checked in at a hotel and had a large compound. So that day they just uh, stayed in a hotel which had a large. After freshening up, they sat on the cane chairs in one corner of the veranda and started to enjoy the greenery around. So now they stayed that day at hotel, at the hotel, and then after they just make themselves fresh, they freshen up. They sat on a cane chair in one of the corner of the veranda, and they started to enjoy the greenery around. So for some time they took rest. As they reached Kajiranga, they went to the hotel. They make they freshen up then and just they relaxed for some time by viewing the scenery outside the veranda in the hotel. Okay, can we go to see the new? Can we go to see the rhino now? Lohit asked. Now Lohit is very much excited to go to Kajiranga to see the rhino, and then he is very so he asks again and again, like, okay, now can we go to see the rhino? No, not today. We will go tomorrow, early in the morning. His father said, and his father said that no, we are not going today. Today we will relax here and we will go early in the morning tomorrow. On elephant back? Asked Lohit, his eyes shining with excitement. He was so excited that he did not heard what his father said, and he said on elephant back. So he was asking. Small children are very curious about everything, isn't it? Whenever you tell them that you are going to take them somewhere, so they will be so curious to want to know those things, to go there. So similarly, Lohit also was very curious that he want to know that if they can take a elephant ride or not, if they can take a rhino ride or not, you can see a rhino or not. So in this way, he was asking lots of questions to his father, and his father he told that that day, means the day they reach Kajanga, they will not go that day, but the next morning they will wake up early in the morning and they will start their journey towards Kajiranga. Okay, clear everyone? Is there any doubt? Please write it down. So on elephant back? Asked Lohit, in his eyes shining with excitement. So his eyes shining with Exactly. He was very much happy. And then his father, he said, that, yes, father smiled. By smiling, he said, yes, you will see Kajiranga, you will see rhino, one horn rhino, and you will also get a, uh, you will also get the chance to sit on the elephant back and enjoy the scenery. Kaziranga is called a national park. What is a national park? Lohit asked. Now Lohit he heard that Kaziranga is a national park. Of course, we all say Kaziranga is a national park. So now what is national park? Lohit wants to know that what is no national park. So here the reply comes like, it is a park that is used for conservation purpose. We have the rare one-horned rhinoceros that we need to conserve. So he says, um, his father he said that actually Kajiranga National Park is used for conservation purpose. That means conserving the animals and all which are going to be extinct. We have, and what are those things which are going to be extinct? Like one horn rhino, that is the most important thing. One horn rhino. Kaziranga National Park is famous for one horn rhino, and if suddenly people visit there and they cannot see one horn rhino, so it will be a it will be useless to go there. So Kaziranga National, why it is? What is the national park? If a question comes, you can write that it is a park that used for conservation purpose, and then we have rare one horn rhino too. Rare, that is actually it is very difficult to find this kind of rhinos anywhere. It is only found in Kajiranga National Park. Okay, in Assam. So are there only rhinos in this park? Big park? Asked Lohit. Now Lohit he asks that only rhinos we can see in that big park in Kajiranga National Park. Of course not, you silly boy, laughed the sister. And the sister, she said that, yeah, not only, you will not only get to see rhino, you will see many other animals. So she says that, of course not, you silly boy, laughed his sister. There are elephants and birds too. And then he said that not only rhinos that you can see there, you can also see elephants and many varieties of birds in Kajiranga National Park. Okay? There are elephants and birds too. In fact, it is a park gifted with a wide variety of flora and fauna, and is a home to animals like water buffaloes, uh, Indian wild boar, sambar, barking deer, hog deer, leopard, Indian grey, mongoose, white brown gibbon, and said their mother. So, when Lohit asked her, only we can see elephant and rhinoceros. There are elephants and birds. And then she replied that that actually the thing is that it is actually a gifted park with variety of flora and fauna, and it is also home to many animals. You can see there many wild animals. You can see there like buffalo, wild buffalo, water buffalo, Indian wild boar, sambar, barking deer, hog deer, leopard, Indian grey mongoose, brown gibbon. So these are the most important animals which you can see while you go to visit Kajiranga National Park. Okay, and monkeys. Lohit quickly put in, and Lohit he very fast. He was actually he heard that those are the names taken by his parents, by his father. He was saying he said that you will see this and that animal, and then he just thought, and monkeys, can we see monkeys there? Lohit quickly put in. So very quickly he asked this question that, and monkeys? Yes, you will be one more of them, said his sister, laughing. And his sister he said that, yes, you can see monkeys there, but also one more monkey like you. You will also be one more monkey there. So in that here he just making fun. The Trisha, she said that yes, you can see monkeys there, and you will also be one more monkey there. You can also join the monkeys group. And then she laughed at. She laughed. There are lots of cat langurs, also called leaf monkeys. Are there any snakes? Trisha asked. Now, Trisha, she said that there are lots of cat langurs. Langurs, it's a family, monkey family. So, cat langurs, you can see many cat langurs there, which are also called monkey, leaf monkeys. Then he, again, Trisha asked, is there any snakes or not? And then what replied? Yes, said the mother and tortoise. Do you know Kajiranga is a World Heritage? The UNESCO declared. Um, and Trisha, she asked if they can see monkeys or not. Her mother, she replied that yes, you can see snakes. Sorry, snakes or not. Yes, you can see snakes and tortoise. So varieties of animals are there. Varieties of animals you can see there if you visit Kajiranga National Park. Do you know Kajiranga is a World Heritage Site? The UNESCO declared Kajiranga a World Heritage Site in 1985, their father said. And then their father, as he know many things, he has collected many information before going to some places. He does his homework, like collecting all the information of that particular place. That what kind of place is that, what type of people stay there, so etc. etc. So Lohit and Trisha's father, he always whenever he make a plan of going somewhere, he always uh, collect all the information which will be necessary for everyone. So he said that, do you know Kajiranga is a World Heritage Site? Now, what is Kajiranga? Kajiranga is a World Heritage Site. The UNESCO declared Kajiranga a World Heritage Site in 1985, said their father said. And then their father, he said that actually Kajiranga is a World Heritage Site. And the UNESCO, they declared Kajiranga a World Heritage Site in 1985, the father said. So their father, he gave some of the information to their children that uh, once Kajiranga is today also Kajiranga is a World Heritage Site, and when the UNESCO after that the UNESCO declared World Heritage Site in 1985, their father they said their father they collected those information and said that Kajiranga, it's a World Heritage Site, and the UNESCO has declared Kajiranga a World Heritage Site in 1985. Okay, clear everyone? Then now Lohit, he wants to know that what is World Heritage Site. He is a small child, he does not know what is World Heritage Site. So now here his father he explained to them that what is World Heritage Site. So he asked, what is the meaning of World Heritage Site? Then he said the meaning that a place that is listed by the UNESCO as of special significance. That World Heritage Site is actually when a place is listed by UNESCO as a important place, as it is a very important place. It shows some importance as we have many kinds of animals there, no, very important animals which need to be preserved. So he explained that a place. A place when it is listed by UNESCO as giving an importance to it, giving a special importance to it, that is actually a World Heritage Site. So the UNESCO feels the need to preserve such sites in the interest of the international community. So the UNESCO, the UNESCO, they feels that this kind of places should be preserved properly. This kind of places should be preserved uh, in the like and to show the interest later on. It will be very much important to the people and also for the next future generation, these places should be preserved properly. So the UNESCO, it feels the need to preserve those important sites in the interest of the international community. So that's why these are under UNESCO. These places are actually under UNESCO. Now, what is the full form of UNESCO? Lohit asks. Now, Lohit, he wants to know about the full form of UNESCO. That what is, he doesn't know. He heard that UNESCO. Okay, what is UNESCO? What is the full form of UNESCO? Then he said, I knew it but forgot. Trisha said, it is United Nations. And then Trisha, she is very much excited to say it because she also knows some of the things properly. And then she said, oh, I know what is the meaning of UNESCO. But again, she said that, yes, I knew it, but I forgot. And she says that it's United Nations, something it was like that. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Mother put in, and then mother, she tells them that it is the full form of UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. How old is the park, Ma? And then he also wants to know that how old is this park, this national park. Ma is the word we all know. Mother in Assamese people, they actually refer Ma to mother. Okay. So how old is this mother, Ma? Actually, the story of Kajiranga as a protected area can be traced back to 1904. There is a long story behind it. So now she says that actually the history of Kajiranga as a protected area was traced back somewhere to in the year 1904, and there is a very long story behind that. There is a very long story behind that. Then tell us the story, Ma, said Trisha, who was always curious to know about places. Now, Trisha, she wants to know, she's always curious to know about places. She always curious to know about, to collect some new information. So, when her mother, she said that as Kajiranga, as a protected area, it was placed somewhere in 1904, and there is a long story behind that. Then she also wants to know what is the story. Then she explained little bit about the story here. Well, in 1904, Mary Curzon visited Kajiranga. She was the wife of Lord Curzon, the then Viceroy of India. He had heard that Kajiranga was famous for rhinos, but she could not find a single rhino there. She requested her husband to take measures immediately to protect the rhinos. Soon after, in 1900, the Kajiranga proposed reserve forest was created. Slowly the park grew in size. In 1916 it was named Kajiranga Game Sanctuary. Visitors were allowed to enter the park. Hunting was strictly prohibited. Then in 1950 the name was again changed. Now the story goes on like in 1904 Mary Curzon she visited Kajiranga, and she was the wife of Lord Curzon, the then Viceroy of India. So now she had heard that Kajiranga was very much famous for rhinos. So she wants to know, she wants to see rhinos. So she came to Kajiranga National Park only to see the rhinos. But when she came to the park, she was very much surprised to see that there was no rhino, as it is almost famous for rhino, but there was no single rhino. She could not find a single rhino there. And then she requested her husband to take some important measures immediately so that he can protect the rhinos. And then soon after, when Mary Curzon, she requested her husband, telling her husband that we should do something to preserve this rhino because this national park is important. It is famous because of this one-horn rhino. So, after that soon in 1905, the Kajiranga proposed reserve forest was created, and then only they created this. Before it was Kajiranga proposed reserve forest. Okay, uh, just to preserve the uh, one-horn rhino. So then they created this Kajiranga proposed reserve forest in 1905. Then after some time, the park grew in size. It grew in size. Then in 1916, again the name was changed. So they changed the name from Kajiranga Preserve Forest to Kajiranga Game Sanctuary. So in this way the name changed. Visitors were allowed to enter the park. So visitors were, whoever comes, they are allowed to enter the park, but they could not hunt. Hunting was strictly prohibited at that time. Then in 1915, the name was again changed. So now why the name was changed, let's say it here, okay? So why didn't they call the name, they like the name? Ask Lohit. Now Lohit, again name changed, again and again the name changed. Then Lohit asked that why they didn't like that name. Then she explained it that why actually the name was changed. Actually, game also means animals hunted for sport and food. That would not be a nice name for a park where you want to conserve animals, would it? And then she explained it that actually game, what is the meaning of game? Game means animals hunted for sport and food. Now, game means sports and hunting is also like a sport again. So when this game means that the game actually refers to animals hunted for food or for sports or fun or for food. So they thought that this name would not be nice for a park where you want to preserve a rhino or animals. You want to conserve those animals. It will not be a good name. If the game is there, that means you cannot hunt there. You cannot. You are actually preserving those animals. You are conserving those animals for the future. So when then they realized that game will not be a suitable name for it, and then they renamed it from Kajiranga Game Sanctuary to Kajiranga Wildlife Sanctuary. And then in 1950 it was changed by P.T. Stache, who was the forest conservationist of that time. And it was in 1974 then the Kajiranga was designated as national park. Only then in 1974, this Kajiranga park, that means wildlife sanctuary, was designated as a national park. So in this way, that was the story of Kajiranga National Park. That from how it came to be Kajiranga National Park. Okay. So understood everyone? Was there any doubt in understanding? So there are many short questions here. Up to here, wherever up to this up to the national park we have completed. So let's stop it here for today. So there are some very short question answer. All the questions are all the sentences are very important. Okay. So up to where I have explained it. So that will be your homework, that you will find out some short questions from this chapter and write it down in your notebook. Okay, where some important questions are there, like what is the full form of UNESCO, uh, why the name game, why Kajiranga Game Sanctuary was changed as Kajiranga Wildlife Sanctuary, when it was changed. No, the years are very important. And then what is a World Heritage Site? When Kajiranga. Okay, then many questions are there. Then when Mary Curtin visited Kajiranga, those are the things. So you just find out those important points, those important short questions from your and down, okay, and send it to me tomorrow in the group, okay. You can find out at least 10 questions, Rishabh, okay. 10 to 15 you will find out here, okay. Clear? Okay, so that's all for today. We will continue this part tomorrow. Okay, we will try to complete it this other part tomorrow. So I hope everyone has understood. No doubt. Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, so that's all for today, students. So do your homework and send it to me in the group. Till then, take care. Bye, students.